Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarious, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, man. Alright, in this video, we're going to be going over the brand new vehicle, the PFISTER Growler, okay? We're talking about the customization, we're talking about the performance, top speed straight line, and how it does around a track. Alright, before we go any further, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. Make sure you ring the bell for notifications so you guys don't miss out any future content. If you enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like, okay? So the Growler's trade price is $1,220,250. The buy it now price is $1,627,000. All right, so it's pretty expensive. I mean, it's over 1.6 for the buy it now, but most people should have the trade price unlocked by now. If not, you're gonna have to pay for it. Let me just start out by saying I think the Growler is a beautiful looking car. Rockstar did a good job. It's minimal. I like it a lot. But it is a tuner vehicle, and it does have a lot of customization to complement the vehicle, which I think is a good thing. My rule of thumb, anytime a vehicle is a million plus, it needs to have good customization to complement that price, regardless of the performance of the vehicle. Okay, of course, we'll get into that a little bit later on. So going through the customization, you got 16 different strut braces. Of course, you can see that the engine is in the rear, so that's where the strut brace is going to be at. It's not in the under the hood. It's in the trunk basically. You've got 19 different exhaust options on there, which is pretty cool. You got the big bore exhaust, the carbon big bore, titanium big bore, infinity exhaust, the titanium infinity, aluminum, dual bore, carbon. A lot of the carbon, aluminum, titanium variants have the same one, which is fine though. I'm okay with that. You got a couple different fender options as well. You have several different hood catch options, a whole bunch of those, which is nice. Little subtle touches. 17 different hood options. Carbon dished, ridged hood, the carbon ridged hood, carbon performance, rally hood. And yeah, this car does have kind of like a little rally theme to it. You can, as you see right there, the fog light pod. So you can, customize it towards that rally look if you want to. However, I'm definitely more of a fan of just the, nice, clean, minimal look to the vehicle. Maybe add a few little things, nothing crazy though. Dial designs, you got those. Those are always nice. Several different door options as well. Inside the interior, you got the seats, 15 different seat options, which is pretty cool. And there are some differences to them, which I like as well. Kind of customize it a little bit. Nothing wrong with that at all. In the interior, we also have the typical, the steering wheel options. You got 17 steering wheel options to choose from. Then you have your roll cage. You have 13 different roll cage options. You've got white, you've got primary and secondary variants of each one, which is really cool. I like that a lot. It looks really good. With the lip spoiler, it's pretty cool. Now, the lip spoiler is not actually a spoiler in regard to where it gives the vehicle traction. I've never seen this, or I haven't seen this in a long time at least with a vehicle. I'm not sure I've seen it with any vehicle where you've got an actual lip spoiler that doesn't really do anything. I've seen like the roof spoilers that don't do anything. So that kind of took me, for a little bit of a curveball right there, which is pretty interesting. So keep that in mind. The lip spoiler is not actually a legit spoiler in regard to giving you traction. 11 different liveries for the Growler. The fleece, I mean, you got to have that, right? The fleece of circuit. It looks. Imagine robbing the fleece of banks in the contracts with the fleece of livery Growler. I mean, that's perfect. I love it. All right. We got the, let's see here, with the mirrors, got a couple different mirror options. You got your primary and your carbon. Of course, you got your plate options. For the respray, you've got primary, secondary. Looks pretty good right there. You also have trim, and you have accent as well. It looks good. With your secondary colors, it'll change up your brake calipers, your mirrors, the stitching in there, whatever else you have that's going to be secondary. The trim color is pretty much the interior on the inside there. And again, it may not seem like a big deal, but these subtle little differences really do add up once you start putting the car together with all your customization, which is nice. Got your crew emblem on the door right there. You have rear splitters as well, primary, secondary, carbon variants of each one, which is nice. Roof accessories, this is pretty funny right here. You have a light bar, okay, it's pretty cool. You have a roof rack, a primary aero roof box, secondary aero roof box, and then a carbon one too. So you can pack your luggage. You and the missus go on a nice little extended journey, right? Looks good. You have several different skirt options as well. Then you have some splitter options, 15 different splitter options, mind you. With the Growler, they're not too, flamboyant or exaggerated. I'm not a real big fan of the splitter. Sometimes this is too much, and a lot of times it clips into the ground when you're driving. It looks kind of corny. With the spoilers, you have several different options. They're all kind of like that carbon or black look, which kind of disappointed me. There's nothing that would really, go with a primary or secondary color. So, it's all good though. But those are the spoilers that will add traction to the vehicle. Then you have your sun strips as well with your suspension. And of course, this is a tuner's vehicle, so you can lower the vehicle through your interaction menu. And we'll see that here in just a moment. And you can color the actual tail light and headlight lenses, which is nice. It'll be both the tail light and headlight, just so you guys know. Got your transmission, your turbo. You have vents that you can adjust on there, stock, side, carbon, curve, etc. Your wheel options, you guys have seen those. Your tint options as well, looks really good. Nothing wrong with that. I, of course, went with the Fleesa, a nice little silver with the bright green pearlescent, the white rims. It looks amazing. I love this. It looks so good. That's what it looks like when you got lowered and slammed out. Vehicle doors, again, you don't really see anything with the engine. It's underneath right there. It is a rear-wheel drive vehicle. You can pop the double clutch on there. Getting into the performance, top speed straight line. Listen, the Growler performs good. It really does. With my testing, my time, it comes in right beneath the Comet S2. So it slides in there in between the Comet S2 and the Jester for definitely going to be a top 3, second place with my numbers. And then around a track, it performs well again. However, this is the thing. The Growler on paper performs very good. But when you actually drive it in a real condition and you're actually on a racetrack, it's a very, very demanding, it's a delicate vehicle. Let me put it like that. You really can't push this car to the limits. I'm not sure if it's the weight variant that Rockstar adds to the vehicles with the engine being in the back, but the back does kick out on you. It is really hard to push this car through the corners because the rear end will slide out regardless of your traction on there. So, is it going to be, or can it be a competitive vehicle? It can. Now, it's in the sports class category, so it's not going to do anything against the other top tier vehicles in the sports class category. But with the other tuner vehicles, it can be competitive, but it just doesn't, it's kind of like the Vector. The Vector on paper is great, but it's just really awkward to drive, and it's a little weird. I still think the Calico, the Jester, even the Dominator, ASP are going to be the cars that I would prefer to use overall. And like I said, on paper, it's a top 3 performing vehicle in the tuners class category. However, it just, when you actually put it to the race and you're racing this vehicle, just reliability and consistency, it's just not there, unfortunately. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you got any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for the illest and realest content in the game. Smash that like button. We'll see you guys in the next one, right? Peace out. Yeah.